Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. In this video, we will take a look at what your person's hidden thoughts and feelings are towards you. Over here we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Make sure to choose your pile with your intuition. If you're not sure how, you can visit the video on the ribbon above. And once you've made your choice, the timestamps for your reading will be in the description box in the comment below. Whenever you are ready, we will get started. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this gorgeous crystal over here, and we're going to take a look at what your person's secret thoughts and feelings are towards you. Okay, let's see. Pile 1's person's secret thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. Okay, so we have majesty and virtue first and foremost, and we also have gratitude. So wow, this person is really grateful to have you in their life, and they think that you are very honorable, who lives up and delivers to their promises, and carries themselves with grace. Yeah, wow, very esteemed impression they have of you. I think you're very rare to find, and that's why we should be thankful to have you around for as long as they do. Okay, let's get some more cards. Pile 1's person's hidden thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. Okay, we have justice. So this can be talking about being really fair and just in what you say, or the perspective that you have on things is very balanced. You come across fair, equal-footed, like fairness and justice is very important to you. This is a Libra card, so you're all about partnerships, or that they imagine that you guys would be on an equal footing with one another. Okay. What else? We have the 9 of Wands, so it could have been that you've been through quite a bit, and they see your struggles, whether or not they have been a part of your life when you were going through them, but they see how you have bloomed despite the difficulties, and that you've embraced the difficulties and the struggles, which is part of life, and you did not let that stop you from growing yourself. And that's exactly what makes you gorgeous and elegant, and people are just happy, especially this person here is just very happy to simply know you and to understand the journey that you have been through. There's a feeling of I'm lucky. Okay, wow, quite intense. We have strength, yeah, again, that perseverance. Like, you have so much strength and fierceness, but you're also blooming. There's 2 flowers here, and both of them have thorns. So it can be that you put on a cold exterior, or that you're very selective about the type of people you let into your life. But whoever you do let in, you are very caring, and you are very nice to them, and you do little things for them, and you really show your affection, basically. So you can do both things. You can put up a wall, but you can also let people in, and that's a different kind of strength, right? That's like really open and balanced, and that's extremely strong. Okay, we have the Chariot as well. This means that when you have your focus on something, if you want to concentrate and achieve something, you're gonna go get it. Okay, so there's a fierce determination, there is fire and motivation, inspiration that they can feel from you, that they draw from you as well. The majesty is sort of like they've already put you on the throne. You know, strength card is generally represented by a lion as well in the imagery, and that is the king of the jungle, right? So majesty, your virtue. I'm glad to be in your kingdom. That sort of vibe. I don't know why. Oh my god. That's like so much up on the pedestal. High horse and all of that. Okay, Justice, can we clarify that, please? What is this person's hidden thoughts and feelings towards pile 1? Justice. You might act like a mirror for them. They could see a lot of their own ambitions in you, and what they see in you is what they wish to see in themselves, something like that. So in that regard, there's a little bit of a karmic connection here. that you're teaching them something, you're showing them the difficult truths that they don't want to acknowledge, but they're very appreciative of this. They feel kind of unlocked because of that. We have the Queen of Swords, a really Libra energy here. Someone's a Libra here, but apart from that, I think that you're very fair, and whatever you decide is in the best interest for all involved. We have the Ace of Wands, and there was another one coming out. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you take your time. You're very passionate, and you definitely have that side, but your actions are not going to be impulsive. You will sit with it. You're going to take some time. You're going to exercise patience, and once again, that just puts you in that very strong image. Okay, Nine of Wands. Let's clarify this. Okay, then we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Hermit. So it's sort of like you practice fierce self-love, like you're not going to settle for something that is not yours. Okay, Ace of Cups, loving. Hermit is introverted. You could have that I was saying, you have a shell on, and you have these thorns up for people who are just not deserving of your energy, and you really can be very quick in deciding who is who lies under what category. And it's not because you're being quick to judge, because you definitely are not being hasty, but because you have had experiences with various types of people, so you know what trends to look out for, and you're just careful about who you keep in your surroundings. But when we look beyond the shell, we have a very soft and cushy type of creature, the turtle here. And the Ace of Cups is a very soft and gooey heart that just melts and is very innocent and pure as well. And it's very smart of you to put up this shell, because innocence does not really thrive very well nowadays, does it? So it's nice that you're preserving it, and they can see that innocent side of you where when you are laughing, when you're cheerful, there's that light side that kind of frees up. So they can really see in peaks of what you can be like when you are fully open. And you must have shown some strengths of compassion. That's a compassionate strength, but at the same time very not cold, but you're very clear and concise. You can be very, very concise, but you can be super compassionate as well. The blend of it is very admirable. Okay, then we have strength. Let's clarify this, although I don't need it, but okay, we have the High Priestess, so that is that inner strength, connection with your intuition. You could be very intuitive here, and you follow that intuitive nudge to make decisions and to decide whether or not you should trust someone, who you let into your life, and to what degree. So it can seem like you have a lot more within, you have a lot more. So they're very astounded at the many things that they can learn, and it's like however much they do learn about you is still a mystery of how you became the way you became. Okay? Wow. The High Priestess really has many layers. She sits between the realms of earth and the spirit, and she carries both these worlds in herself, through herself, effortlessly. That's the job here of the High Priestess. And strength is also the combination of the fierce and the gentle side, the intuitive and the instinctual side, and treating it as one instead of two separate parts that we need to look for outside. Okay, Chariot, let's clarify. So definitely a lot to learn from you, through you. They see you as wise because of your experiences. Okay, Chariot. Okay, they would love to be friends with you. They would really love that. To get closer, to be in your friend circle, to just come in and join. But I feel like that is also very private, because I see 3. It's kind of like more than that is just a crowd. Yeah, they might feel like they would not yet fit in, because I don't know, they're seeing you really on a high level. So you have 2 of Wands. One more, Chariot. Clarify. Yeah, it's kind of like you you look up there and you're like, okay, what's gonna be my next adventure? And you're very proactive about it. Even if you're not like seeking the next challenge, you're embracing what comes. So you're just staying balanced and you're using the experiences you've gathered so far, and you're using that perseverance, diligence, courage to just march forward and achieve your dreams. With Page of Cups, so you might have a lot of dreams, and that there's a combination of you being fierce and tough, but at the same time you're an excellent companion. You can respect your space, you can respect other people and their spaces as well. So you would make a lovely companion, a lovely friend, someone to open up to. Page of Cups is kind of like you can talk about your dreams and that you have big visions and big goals, and you become very dreamy about that. But you don't settle at the dreamy stage. You're like, okay, so that was fun to imagine. Now, how can I make that a reality? Right? So that could be very, very attractive to this person. Okay, hidden thoughts and feelings of pile 1's person towards pile 1. Hidden thoughts and feelings. Some feelings of this person. So pile 1's person towards pile 1. Oh my god, being a secret admirer. Just flipped on. Well, that is obvious. I mean, that seems about right. Okay, we have October, so again the Libra's, oh my goodness, like one zodiac is just being extremely highlighted, and strength would be Leo. Chariot gives me Aries vibes, High Priestess is Pisces, Hermit is Virgo, so I feel these are more the undertones, but Libra has just been highlighted so many times, so this person would make an excellent partner. That's a very big thought. They make an excellent partner, whether in business or otherwise, just to be with you in your vibe, the way you work, the way you function, the way you just behave with close members and also the professional ones. It's just the way you relate to people is very interesting, and they think about that quite a bit. Then we have Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. And we have Box, you will receive a gift. Okay, so they might be wanting to deliver a message towards you, like wanting to say something, like come out of being secret, because this one came out reverse. So it kind of is like very hard to contain now. Strength in the High Priestess could be like hiding a lot of passion as well. 9 of Wands, like having a lot of appreciation and kind of keeping it all in and questioning because of past experiences with relationships that, am I ready, first of all, and is this person interested, second, and third, like, have I done enough work on myself, and is this, I don't want to say is it worth pursuing, but like how far would this go? So they're trying to get like a realistic enough estimate, and they want to start out as friends first. If this is to turn into a romantic connection, that is dependent on you if you wanted to go there. Because there is an equal partnership thing, nothing is happening without the consent of one another, and both, they definitely want you to be an equal participant here. So okay, they believe that they can have a lot of fun and that you know how to have fun, and you might be very good at gifting, like you pay attention to what people need, what they want, and what they want but they don't say they want, so you kind of have that understanding of what people need at what time. So you could be good at gifting here. Fall could be your favorite season, or this person's. Doesn't have to be. October can be an important time of the year. Number 10, they want to end a cycle in order to begin a new one. Okay, let's see. What this person thinking? Their hidden mind, thoughts, hidden thoughts, and feelings towards power. back to Elemental, wanting to get to know you from the ground up in a different manner. We have Ace of Wands, right? So beginning a new spark, a new type of connection. Ace of Cups as well, it's a beginning stage. So really wanting to complete that cycle, begin a new one. I feel like they would start off as friends to kind of explore the real possibilities, lead your metamorphosis. So it can be that you really, you work on yourself, you are growing, you're flourishing, you like to transform yourself, develop different parts of your strengths and abilities, and it's as though you have infinite strength or infinite talents that you can just pull out of thin air. It's sort of something that you just put your mind to and you're like, okay, I'm gonna acquire that skill now, and you just go about it. So you're a leader in your own life to whatever degree you're choosing. So this person really notices that and kind of is in awe about it, like how can you lead your changes? So getting back to the elemental could be in reference to you that you look at things from the very base perspective, okay? You don't leave stones unturned because that, you know from experience that that doesn't work, and you will do what needs to be done in order to deal with the hard stuff and then come out of it much stronger. They kind of are really curious to know how you do that. I think they're really marveling on that. How do you do that? And we have what do you really want? So again, that questioning of I don't know what pile 1 wants. So I don't know how far back to the basics should I go and what prospects should I explore. So you might be hiding your feelings really, really well. Strength with the High Priestess, they can find you very hard to read. And with the Justice and a Queen of Swords, again, that level-headed judgment, cool air around you, and this defensive look of the Nine of Wands and the Hermit, like closed book. But all I know is pile 1's awesome, and I'm really happy that they let me talk to them or that they're around me and things like that. But there is a desire to like deepen a connection, but they don't know yet to what degree. In the bottom we have Creator Earth, so that is wanting to establish new grounds and new foundation to move this connection forward. Okay. Next person. Where are their hidden thoughts and feelings towards family? You have red and yellow, that is like so. Yeah, your root, sacral, and solar plexus are like matching up. And they're really admiring that you look really beautiful in their eyes. Perfect partner, that type of thing. And you're also like go-getting. That is very attractive. Okay, then we have pretend. And we have listen. Pretend to listen. They might have a hard time listening to you talk. Perhaps you have explained already how you do your thing, but then they're in awe of like how you behave and all of that. And it can also be like they're unsure whether you listen to them or like you're not as interested. Like, are you hearing the hidden messages? Because I feel like they try to sneakily play that into regular sentences, and you can then sit there questioning like, did this person mean what I think they mean, or did they mean literally what they were saying? It can be something like that. We have 2 of these herons here, and herons are about embracing your unique path. So they think that you are very unique and that you follow your own journey, you define your own goals, and you're very clear and sure of what you want, and that is very admirable as well. Whenever they think about this and you're saying something, they're really not listening here, looks like. And even if they do, they listen to the initial bits and they're like, wow, this is amazing, how is this person able to do that? And they kind of drift off over there. Okay, okay. What else can we get? to some secret hidden feelings and thoughts towards everyone. Anything else we can get here? Before, okay, wanting to take a leap of faith towards this connection here, wanting a new beginning that we were getting. Yeah, just not knowing exactly where it would lead, but wanting to take that plunge and that leap of faith, and just hoping that it goes really great. Okay, that would be a secret desire there. And we have the Empress, so finding you very, very gorgeous. Finding you very gorgeous and just admiring that you're always learning and maybe that you're creative, that you keep studying and learning. You're always like this eternal student. So that is very inspiring because it doesn't matter how old you are or what stage of life you're in, you should not stop learning. It's kind of that. And you're very steady about it. You're not rushing the process. You're being very honest about how much you've actually learned and how much you've not. So you just go about doing things in a well-paced manner and you get to your stages in due time. Because you're not rushing, you just sit there calm and composed and just standing there all like gorgeous and all that. Okay, so this person, how are you nailing this? How are you nailing this so good? Okay. Okay, we have Mars, first house in Capricorn, like wanting to go through all the battles with you and being like fierce and ready to go through any challenges. They actually secretly want to be very ready to charge forward. Like there is no time to dilly-dally. They wish they were not confused. They wish they knew what your thoughts were, what your intentions were. Maybe they should check out some tarot videos. But I mean, you never know, right? But they really wish that they could just enact on the passions they feel instead of temper them and calm them and show them moderately. Okay, so the leader, yeah, we saw the leader. They see you as a leader, very fierce and oriented towards personal growth and development. You don't stop, nothing stops you, and that is excellent. Like that just kind of fires them up even more. Like you doing your thing, that's enough. That's kind of just enough. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, let me just get. Many. So we have two cherries, we have Saturn, we have B, a palm, we have a cross, and we have a star. So really kind of idealizing things and constricting themselves, holding themselves back, but they're still there with like stars in their eyes. They wish circumstances were different or that their level of development was different so that they could come forward towards you and take you on dates, go out in nature, walk around, go for a drive, be near water, just enact on all the things that they just imagine. But someone is busy, probably you with a busy bee, doing your thing, minding your own business, and they just can't help but look at you from afar and just hope and wish that maybe someday something could work out. Okay, so what's your guidance for this connection here? It's already going on for so long and it's so interesting. I feel like I'm snooping. Okay. Guidance for balance. About this connection. Okay, so the first card we get is Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. We have embraced the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. So work out regularly, dance and express yourself. That frees up your vibe, frees up your air, and that restores the energy as well. Okay, then we have Meadowlark. Smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. This is, again, the same, do what you do. Okay, go for new opportunities, take your chances, go for new adventures, have fun. Move, dance, meet people that you are close with, cheer with them, they are your cheerleaders as well, and just do your personal work that you usually do. and all is good. Okay, that's your direction for this connection, because that's clearly working. So whether you want to manifest this person into your life or not, this is definitely working. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the messages resonated. Let me know your thoughts. And if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the turquoise here for your reading. So let's see what your person's... These guys are so slippery. Yeah, so what your person's secret feelings and thoughts are towards you. That's it. Pile 2, person's secret thoughts and feelings. Okay, we have playfulness coming up first. So you remind them of if you had met when you were children, how would you have grown up together? That's one thought I'm picking up on. Also, they feel very light-hearted and just joyous in general. You remind them of their youth or of a buoyant time, and they just have a lot of fun with you around. Okay, what else did we get? Beauty and happiness. See? Yeah, the secret thoughts is that you are playful, you are happy and blissful, and you go for things that make you feel prosperous and happy with your life, and that's what makes you beautiful. You make sure to kind of look as well, you're not necessarily your best self, but you sort of, however you look, however you dress, you're able to carry that with grace. And yeah, that's something that they think about and observe here. So let's get some more cards. For pile 2 viewers, what is their person's secret thoughts and feelings towards pile 2? Circles. Okay. They like to shuffle themselves. One card has fallen, just let me get that. Okay, we get the 3 of Swords first. We have 10 of Swords. What? Okay. And we have the 3 of Cups. So because of the 3s, I'm inclined to say that this is a third-party situation of some sort. Can be there are some interfering influences here in between your connection, and that needs to end first in order for you guys to come into harmony. At the moment you're in separation, could be a recent breakup as well, and that is heavy on your mind if you have this existing connection. It can also be that you are friends and that there is fear around taking this next step. So the friendship itself is acting as a third party. Okay, what else do we have? 10 of Pentacles. So they think that you are family material, that they would not take this connection lightly if they could have a chance to connect here. This can be something long-lasting. Then we have Hermit as well. So they're thinking about quite a lot. Hermit is many deep thoughts and taking a serious look at things. So that is also being alone and thinking, contemplating, like what are the priorities here, what needs to change, what needs to happen next. This is a lonely period for this person. Could be thinking very, very deeply about why they feel this way or why they're thinking this way. Some of you could have some family and friends as influences, and they're not in that circle, so they feel kind of left out and they have to figure things out for themselves. So they're feeling like they have a lot to do just by themselves, being alone, and they're unhappy about where they stand at the moment. Can we clarify the 3 of Swords, please? Three of Swords for the final two viewers. Let me just clarify each of these cards and then I will interpret some more. Okay, so for the Hermit, I was trying to get one card like I did for the others, but three just wants to show up. Okay, so with the Three of Swords, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, fine. And this is interesting because this might be like a new connection. That's why like there is no backing up of the hurt feelings. For example, you might have a very fun conversation, you keep it light, keep it fresh, and all of that. So it's like really fun and creative. And they imagine that it's a lot of fun to be with you or have you around and form a deeper connection. But with the Three of Swords being the principal thing, it's like they don't have enough experience to know where they stand, or this relationship is very untested. So there are chances of things not working out, and that makes them feel unhappy. With the Ten of Swords, we have Five of Pentacles. So there is that feeling of defeat and loneliness again with the Five of Pentacles. It's again feeling left out and that the story must end. It can be that they like you so much, but nothing can come of it, so they want to withdraw. But when they do withdraw, and they are doing that, when they do withdraw, they're not happy then either. So it's sort of, I don't know what to do here. Something needs to end, this chapter needs to end, this pain needs to end, things like that. Or this loneliness needs to end here. We'll see how this progresses, but yeah. I'm not sure if I will get into the actions here, maybe just a brief look at things, but I've made a different video for what next actions would be coming up for you, so maybe that will resonate, because this one here can really be just end this chapter, suck it up, be alone, and withdraw, or it can be wallowing for a bit, but deciding to not wallow for very long. Like, because after the Ten of Swords, it's like a fresh new start. It's a different state of life. So, yeah, just accept the things that are not working and then move on to the next stage. We have the Ten of Wands clarifying the Three of Cups. So this, again, that obligations and the burdens of the friendship, the kinship, it's sort of like they don't want to stake all the things that they have built so far with you. Because admitting any of these like intense feelings can be, difficult for themselves, and also because they don't know how that will impact the connection. And they're putting a lot of pressure on maintaining the connection and keeping the harmony and the peace, that they don't want to share this with others, so they kind of keep it to themselves. Okay, then we have Ten of Pentacles with the King of Swords. And that again is like being very logical and thinking that there is a long-term future possibility here, but there needs to be some critical decision making in order to make that happen, and that's the discouragement here. Perhaps it's very unlikely for you guys to get together, even though but yeah, okay, so it is unlikely for you guys to get together is the thought here, and if only things could work out, then it would go really far. Okay, it shows promise of a future, but because it is untested and unchecked at the moment and lacks a very strong establishment in some cases because of the hidden feelings here, there can be, it can feel unshaky in terms of how secure you are within that connection, whether it is only from this person's side or also from yours. So it can feel untested, and that's what makes it in their head kind of unlikely to follow through with. Because the King of Swords can be like cold, and I'm looking at the tree here that can be hardened up, so they try to build walls and ice things out and act very detached and non-committal to make it seem like they don't care that much. That's what this is seeming to me. But actually they care quite a bit. Yeah, spending time with you, the more time they spend with you, it is even more fun, and that just increases their pain when you try to separate. and it looks like the separation kind of keeps happening. It could be like an on and off situation here, or this is just an unlikely encounter type of connection. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is again the withdrawn card, keeping cards close to the chest. Then we have Strength here, that containing that passion, having a lot of passion and a lot of, like holding a flame. That's literally what the Hermit is showing there, right? Holding a flame in that lantern. And we have the Nine of Swords. So this is what I was saying, right? They're suppressing a lot of feelings and pain. It could be through this connection directly, but it can also be because of the interfering influences. It can also be connected to the past and past circumstances and how they don't want the same thing to repeat. But yeah, there's quite a lot going on in their mind. They do hold a huge flame for you. And with the Strength card, it kind of makes it seem like they don't have an ego when it comes to you. That's also scary. Okay? That's also scary. And they want to have that protective layer. They want to have that feeling of security with themselves, but they constantly, whenever they think about you, they want to, Strength card is so interesting here, they want to be bold and courageous and kind of reach out to you like a lion would, just express as it is, as loud as possible. But, and with the infinity symbol, it's kind of like this is something that is not going to change. There is a very truthful quality to the Strength card, especially with the Hermit there. So wanting to use whatever is at their disposal and just whatever they have got, and there is a desire to express it fully, but in a gentle manner, gentle but sure and powerful, very decisive, and just hope for the best, because they're holding this rose as well. They might want to come with some gestures, but then they hold themselves back. Because both of these cards are like keeping all of this just bottled in. Like, yeah, but that's not possible. I want to do this, I want to do that, and I desire this and that, but I can't. I have to keep this in, right? And I'm worried about how this would turn out or how it would be received and things like that, right? There's just a lot of concerns here. Oh God, okay, cool. What can we get you next? I want to see this. So, find this person's secret feelings and thoughts here. Choose person's secret. But yeah, they really see that this could go somewhere. It's really fun and it's nice when you're with them and when they have a good conversation. It can be healing as well. You could be very empowering in that you have a way with words, or just what to say, which gives them that feeling of security. Natural motivator. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How to use person's secret thoughts and feelings. There is discomfort, and we have a rabbit just looking out, kind of hiding there. So it can be that they look at you from afar, from a distance, kind of wandering into the distance about this. It's just uncomfortable with the situation as it is at the moment. Okay, then on something else here. We have the woods. Yeah, it's kind of unexplored territory, and you can get lost in the woods, but also you can discover so many new things. That is kind of going with the Hermit here, retreating a bit and exploring unknown territory, thinking about things, getting lost for a moment, and just observing. Speaking of observing, we have discernment, and we have that wolf here. And that is just, once again, being that keen observer of the situation, being clever, being smart with observation, and being careful about where they're putting their resources and attention to. Okay. Like, it can be very fun, can be very enchanting, but things can go very wrong very fast. It's sort of that. Yeah, and it's kind of like they are using their logic at the moment, but it's hard to know for how long they can hold on, and that's the struggle and the discomfort they're feeling. And they feel this uncertainty because the woods here, there's that looming feeling already. So, looming strong feelings going on here. Wow. Oof. Heavy reading. Let's see some more. How does this person see the thoughts and feelings towards gratitude? Alright, so first we got someone is leaving your life. Then we have financial pinch with the lobster. We had a younger man, which is dealings or relationship with a younger man. And we have candle, you will be shown the way. Oh, okay, so they're just waiting for some sign to, whether they should proceed or not. But they're more inclined on leaving this connection, but it makes them really unhappy. This could be because of perhaps like if you work together as well, for example, and they're done with the place or the amount they earn over there is not enough for them, they need to go on to other things. And this also kind of exacerbates their need to move away from the situation. But they're thinking that if this is how things are going to be, then I'm going to have to move, I'm going to have to leave. Younger man could be that this person is, someone's younger here, okay? If you have someone else, for example, then compared to the existing person, they might be younger, or yeah, something of that. So there is some type of person involved here. It can even be a close friend who is advising and a part of this situation too. That could be external circumstance as well. Yeah. They're kind of looking, the lobster, this is interesting, financial pinch it says, but lobsters mate for life and they kind of crawl on the ground of the ocean. So they are very grounded and they want stability and harmony. And finances as well connect with the earth element. I see so many of these pentacles going on here. So it's sort of like they feel unstable here. So they're going to need to go somewhere else to find stability. But they would rather have stability with you. But since that is not being possible for whatever reason, they're going to want to leave your life. But they don't know how. It has that, they don't want to. Okay, they don't want to. They're very reluctant and they're kind of hoping and praying that things just work out and that the person leaving your life is not them, but someone else. Okay, that would be their hope, but then that is kind of up to free will here, depending on what your situation is. Let's get some more cards. Nourish the sacred feminine, and we have prosperity. Sisters are happiness and joy. They do feel very emotionally connected to you, very happy when you're there, but at the same time fearful because their emotions got involved, and when emotions get involved, you can get hurt, right? So it could be as a result of past difficulties. And like I said earlier as well, the more time they spend with you, the more happy they get, the more scared as well they feel afterwards. Not in the moment, but when they think about it, when they feel themselves getting closer to you, they feel kind of in danger a little bit. I want to see if you have any guidance here for this connection. Okay. We have, you will soon experience a journey of inner discovery. hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. So this is saying do your own thing and aim high. Don't settle. This is what that is saying. Don't settle for anything. If this person is kind of achievable, if you settle, then that's not the way to go for you. That would be ignoring the journey you are on. And this connection has its own lessons and it will be fulfilled regardless of how this situation turns out. So that should not be your focus point here. But let's see what else are their secret thoughts and feelings from last history. We have fourth house, Aquarius, and Saturn. Saturn rules karma and restrictions and constrictions as well. In the fourth house, it can be about home, family, stability, security, and Aquarius is about rebellion, it is humanitarian, it stands out, it's about hopes, dreams, and aspirations. So it's like they want to rebel against the norm and just go out and have a fundamental connection, have a foundational relationship with you before going forward. But they feel very secure that if they have the chance to pursue this relationship, then they would want this to last for a lifetime. Okay. The Saturn looks at the far future. It is about commitments. It's about being serious. Okay, so it would not be something that they're doing on a whim and a fancy. It's not a random crush. Does not feel like it. But then that would require changing the foundations that you have built so far. That would be a huge change. It kind of depends on you about how you want to approach this person moving forward, but that's their thought going on here. There's a lot of things that they're keeping inside as well. Saturn is quite reserved, and fourth houses as well, kind of keeping private thoughts private. Not revealing too much before the time is right, basically. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading, gives you a lot of insights about your connection here and kind of gives you a little bit of a clarity and idea of how maybe you want to be proceeding, given that you know what you know now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the rose quartz crystal here. Let's see what your person's secret thoughts and feelings are about you. What is hidden from Pile 3? What is their person's secret thoughts and feelings towards Pile 3? Okay, we have graciousness and benevolence. Okay. And we have purity, innocence, and cheerfulness. Okay, so they think that you are very graceful, you're very generous, you care for others, you have an open mind, you have an open heart, you're just very receptive to things around you, and it's kind of like, of course, that can be difficult or good depending on the situation. So it can be that they have a feeling of, I don't know how to put it, I don't feel protectiveness as such at the moment, but they're really appreciative of just the purity that you can carry. There is like a background concern that others would not take advantage of this, but they really, really love that you can see things from a fresh perspective, take a look at things from a positive point of view as well. Okay, right. And this is kind of loving feelings and think that you're just very, very graceful. You carry yourself well. You're Okay, so I was really trying to decide if I want to take this card or not. Because, yeah, 5 is already a lot, but we have a 6 card, so I'm going to scooch these a bit to the side. Yeah, okay. So what do we have? The King of Swords. After the Tower, fine. We have Temperance, okay? I think you're very intelligent, you're surprising, that you are well balanced and you do things in moderation, or that you have a lot of patience, you can see things from a big picture perspective, and you make necessary adjustments along the path as and when you see a problem with the current plan. We have Six of Wands, which is like a very celebratory card. Can be that they think you're very wanted, desired, and someone to strive for. You could be a leader by example. A lot of people admire you or adore you, and they find themselves doing the same thing as well. You are successful, that's what they think. And that it's kind of like whatever you do, you're so intelligent and you're so pure that you can have the success that you desire. Then we have the Devil card, and that can talk about just the difficulties of the situation at the moment. We have the Ace of Cups as well. So there is an underlying tone of a lot of love. The Devil can talk about just feeling inadequate compared to you. Or it can be that there are many different obstacles that this connection has to go through before something can happen, or at least that's their thought at the moment. I want to get clarifiers for each of these cards, and then we will interpret a little bit more. So we have Queen of Wands with the Tower. This can be like a lot of feelings that can, come down crashing at the moment. Notice this is highly passionately charged here. Mother of Wands is like that strong connection you feel. There is emotional intimacy and also physical desires here. And with the Tower, it's kind of crumbling because you can't keep holding on when you know that, there's just so much wanting to come out. This feels like a build-up of energy that wants to break free, okay? And with the King of Swords in the world here, you could think that you're very educated, you are learned, experienced, and through the twists and turns of your life, you have acquired a lot of wisdom as well. With the world being clarified, this can be a result of you traveling quite a bit, or that you learn about very diverse topics, interacting with people in different places, different countries, and therefore you have a lot of knowledge here. That's their thought. So you can be a very good leader because you can find something to relate with everybody. And that itself can be very surprising, your social skills, the way you carry yourself. I think we saw that already, right, with the Snapdragon. The way you present yourself, carry yourself is just very impressive to this person. With the Temperance, so we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which is you take things one by one steadily and you're progressively working towards things that make you happy and fulfilled in life. With the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups next, it's like you have achieved your success, you are prosperous, you're happy, you're blissful, you are doing what you enjoy what you do, things like that. You're in flow, you're in balance and harmony. That's what they think about you. Secretly, they think that you work hard, you're dedicated, and that you can find your income, you can build your empire, and that it's kind of like as long as you're doing what makes you happy, you will keep going at this pace and you can achieve a lot of great things. That's what the thought is. Okay, let me see this one first. With the Devil, we have the Devil again, so there is a lot of desire. God, this is like obsession, right? Devil is obsession, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, like not being really able to do too much about it. But there are all these racing thoughts and feelings, and kind of just the hot feet is being emphasized there. Staying in chains and not being able to move, but you know what you want to be doing, you know where you want to be going. This could be like the amount of obsession feels toxic here. And it can be because they are suppressing so much that it turns toxic. If they would express things, then perhaps things would be different. But with the elder souls in the world, it can be that they're thinking of communicating this to you. It's just a matter of how and when, something to lay things down. And with the temperance here, they want to be really patient and act cool and calm and collected and make progressive steps towards you, because it would be a wish fulfillment. There are some things, perhaps there's the surprising nature of you, and the fiery, the passionate, the drive, the vision, all of these qualities that you have, that could be very appealing to this person. The devil energy coming up twice as well, that is Capricorn vibe, and they as well are very hardy. They put one step after the other. They just take action. They want to make their dreams a reality. In terms of material growth, they are excellent in one way or another. They will find their success and find their footing, because security, legacy is like their long-term drive and motivation. So that could be something they see within you, and that is inspiring them to do the same. But then they see kind of that they're perhaps not in the same place, or there are other influences that kind of inhibit the same progress as you have made so far, because of the stuck feeling. It can even be like their own negative thought patterns. This just, the devil energy kind of brings out the shadowy vibes. So by observing you, they kind of see what they don't have, but they want to have, right? So there's a simultaneous looking up to you, feeling happy with you, admiring you, appreciating you, and at the same time, I wish I was like that as well. Okay? And we have Ace of Cups, so this is new connections. Or there is that purity and innocence in terms of love, so you're a pure-hearted soul. That's what they think. We have the Lovers, so there's that soulmate vibe. They think you could be soulmates. And we have the Magician, so they want to initiate some type of contact, some connection. They might be coming up with some confession here as well. And yeah, we did talk about expression here, right? Just putting into the cycle. There is that kind of find a resolution to this whole situation. That's the desire here, but they will not act too soon. And when they do express, it can be in an unexpected manner, in an unexpected place or time. Okay, because the Tower can be surprising here. Offering. With the Ace of Cups and the Magician, I feel there is an emotional offering of sorts, whether this is, again, that verbal communication, or it can be showing you through little actions that they care about you quite a bit. They will comment, for example, on how well you understand each other, or how well you connect, or they will just express more about the things that they admire about you. That kind of depends on who we're talking about here. Everyone's expression style is different. But it would be a big choice for them, big decision for them to just come forward with this and just say their piece, and whatever happens, happens. But that's a hard pill to swallow if they're kind of keeping themselves stuck at the moment as well. Okay, let's get some cards. Pile 3 viewers, personal secret thoughts and desires towards pile 3, first course. They think that you are their soulmate, for sure. Yeah, that you make a very good match, and that you kind of balance each other out as well. Like they're working on some things and you're working on something else. So things that you have already worked on, you can teach them. So overall, you would have, both of you would have the necessary skill sets to kind of fly together, be a team, and so on. Okay, we have you are light. Then we have what do you really want? Okay. And we have creator earth. Yeah, that career and the financial focus is coming up here again. Being steady, wanting to lay down a solid foundation, Um, these are some thoughts here. They might want to get very stable in life before making any moves, so they're working on that obsessively. That's possible here as well. Okay, with your light, you kind of give them that vision. You might have created a lot of transformation in their life, which awakened their creative force, their life force, just awoke in them a sense of determination and passion as well for whatever they want to aspire towards, and they don't want to stay stagnant in their life anymore. But at the same time, they're still deciding like, what do I really want, and at the same time, they're confused about what you want from this connection as well. Perhaps they don't know where they stand with you, even if you have given them a lot of clear indicators, because of the devil's energy, it can be hard to see the truth of situations. It can be delusions and illusions, and then you're not really sure if you're seeing things as they are. They could be very clouded by admiration and this pure love that, it can be hard to honestly be realistic. So they're not really sure if this is real or not, or are you feeling it as well, or am I just being crazy here, something like that. They're kind of confused about where you are. Okay, but apart from that, they're trying to prioritize things and sort things out. We have a very clear goal about where they want to be headed and move in that direction, put in the work to get there. You give them a lot of inspiration, you bring them a lot of joy, and that's what they kind of look up to you as an example here of how they want to be proceeding in life. Okay, so what do we get now? Let me just take cards. Okay, we get one more card for you guys, so I'll take it. I see a shield. You need to defend yourself. Yeah, that fearful thing is kind of loud. We have August. Somebody could be born in August, or August was an important time. For you guys, the August full moon especially, because that's standing out. Someone's Leo, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo. Yeah, Leo and Virgo. So that earth sign and the fire sign is coming out here. Also can be 8 as an important number for you guys. 8 also represents the magician and being able to manifest things into fruition. 8 is also infinite abundance, so working towards abundance, harvesting your gifts, and putting in the necessary actions using your reward. The magician, oh yeah, we got that. Yeah, so magician is kind of carrying that infinite potential and wanting to see where this could go. Okay, then we have parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Well, I guess I'm doing that on behalf of this person here. I hope that's not talking about me. Okay, then we have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Yeah, okay. So this could be a same-sex relationship. This can also be that they're talking about this situation with someone, or that they want to express this to someone, and it's hard for them to do that straight off the bat to you. So they want to try to find someone else, or they want to see who they trust most to talk about this, to get a kind of a grip on the situation. Like, is this unrealistic? Is this too much? Is this too sudden? Something like that. They're very unsure. This looks like a new connection, but it looks like it became much deeper than they were expecting. There are much greater desires than they have experienced, or it got really serious really fast, really deep very fast, and they want to, and while they have so much desire here, they have not experienced it before, so they're not sure if this is right or normal or what's going on. Okay, then we have a stubborn, aggressive person, that is Aries vibe. Also the devil coming up here. So this person could be stubborn as well, even if you've given them many hints. Let's say this person just does not acknowledge that because they're being very stubborn on their fears and insecurities here, kind of blaming that to explain why they're not moving ahead. They're still in that defensive position because they don't know how to proceed here. So they're keeping their feelings cards close to their chest for the moment, but they're trying to also observe and find out if you have any interest. If you share friends, then they could be trying to find information through your friends, if you have shown any interest towards them. Okay. Let me see. Let's get to it. Okay, it's moved. It was North Node 8,000 Libra. Okay, so wanting a partnership, secretly wanting a partnership. The 8,000 is the hidden in the subconscious mind, it's also the shadows. So this could be like a very healing journey of finding fulfillment and happiness and not stopping themselves from feeling those things. Okay, and that way they'll let themselves be loved, and they're also allowing love to propagate through them, to come through them, to be more expressive and all of that. But a lot of these hidden fears need to be worked through first. And I think they don't have like flaky intentions here. We have the Other of Swords that can be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Moving towards what brings them fulfillment. Okay, so this can again be something that you are following, and that's something you observe, and they're inspired to follow the same path as well. But there are certain inhibitions within themselves psychologically that needs to be worked out first before they can establish a relationship outside of it. So that's also something that's going on in their mind. Okay, let me see. Guidance for Pile 3 on this connection with the person. We have the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Yeah, so the capacity that they have within themselves that they have locked away, that will be unfolding as you work on your journey as well. This can be talking about you just getting to know the depths of your feelings about things, or what you actually want to be working towards. If you're more focused and driven on your own craft, your career and finances, then you can be like, well, go through your process. I'm just gonna go be ambitious now, right? So that can show you your priorities even more. So yeah, it's kind of increasing in appreciation for yourself, I think. Then we have the time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Yeah, so this is talking about how you can connect in with others from an authentic perspective, and that a connection requires two, at least, people. And if both of them are not equal participants in the form of authenticity, then that connection does not last here. But at this time, this is saying, whenever you're watching this, it's just saying that you can make good connections, and you can create a lot of harmony. Is this the person you want to go for? If not, there are other options as well. Okay? So it's kind of, don't inhibit yourself in the process, because it looks like the more you free yourself, the more this person is motivated to do something about their own life. You have embraced the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. You could be artistic, so this is asking you to express, exercise, move in order to find that meditative sparks, because sometimes working out can have that effect as well. Dancing too. Just self-expression can help you. It can feel therapeutic, right? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the messages resonated and helped you out for the way forward. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. You chose this crystal over here. It's an emerald. Let's get started and see what your person's hidden thoughts and feelings are towards you. Person's hidden thoughts and feelings. 4.4, please. Let's see. Okay, we have enlightenment. My God, that is quite deep to be the first card, and in what context? Perhaps that you're very spiritual and like you're very aware of your limits, your capacity, you have plenty of compassion. We have delicate, fleeting beauty. So that is kind of, it's like they're not even trying to capture you. They feel a very transcendental type of connection to you, or they think that that's how you are, that you are transcendent, out of this world. My goodness. Okay. There is just something about it's a quality that you can't describe. That's what I keep getting. Let's get some more tarot to have more context. Okay, so let's see the 5 cards. We have 4 of Wands first. 4 of Wands. 2 of Wands. We have the Temperance. Okay. We will get clarifiers for each of these things, but we have the Hanged Man again. That is also very spiritual, kind of seeing things from different perspectives, being able to be a neutral, natural observer. We also have 4 of Pentacles. You can come across as someone who's very stable, who's secure, who looks for stability in their financial and career resources as well, and at the same time is looking for learning avenues, somewhere you can grow and expand yourself. Also, they think that, you can, when you zone out, you're actually not being just passive, you are noticing things from a bit of a distance. So you might sometimes blend into the shadows for a moment, but when you come back, you have exactly the right thing to say or the right way to behave. Something of that sort, where it's kind of like you are a healing force, you are kind of the gel, you can help people get along. Through you, people who meet you for the first time, they can feel comfortable in opening up, whether it is directly to you or with other people, and that's what they think. Okay, let me get clarifiers. So underneath the 4 of Wands, there's the 5 of Cups. So that gave me the vibe that this person thinks that you're not missing anything. You have everything that you need. And it could have come after quite a few ordeals where you have to try over and over again, and you have to put your best foot forward many different times, and many times your efforts did not work out as per your wishes. But despite that, you have found something stable for yourself. Or you're creating a sense of security for yourself. And that's what this person notices here about you. With the 2 of Wands in the world, this is like you're completing a cycle. For example, you're graduating. Okay, this is literally the graduation card. So the hidden thought is sort of like, I don't know where they would go after graduation, or after leaving this place, after finishing this job, or where will they go next? Is it going to be still in the same city or somewhere far away? And things like that. Like, there's thought of you leaving. I don't know if where you are is kind of temporary. So they do wonder about that. Okay. Also, that you have gathered so much by traveling or observing people from different cultures, and it kind of makes you more aware of what's going on in the world and where you want to be headed, the things that happen in the world, and also the things you have personally experienced, that helps you identify what your priorities are moving forward. So you're observing and also learning from experience. Yeah, wow, okay. I've never interpreted this that way, but yeah, okay. Underneath the Temperance, we have the Empress, which is the angel combination. At the moment, I just feel angel. So feeling, this person feels like you're such a healer, like you have that as a natural ability. Anybody can feel comfortable in your presence. You can have a healing effect on people. That's why I suppose this enlightenment, like, are you a literal angel that just came here? And it just, your vibe is very comforting. Anybody can open up. That's what is showing up here. And it's kind of astounding to this person. Empress, whenever she shows up, it's kind of, people go kind of open-mouthed, like, wow, that's beautiful. You know, be it the person itself, or the work they do, or the soul they have, the vibe they have. It's just a certain quality that just makes them astounding. In some regard, it doesn't matter. It's just that vibe and air of abundance that is there, that is like in your presence. You know, there is a presence here that is very comforting to this person, very loving and nurturing, soothing as well. Okay, clarifying the Hangman, we have the Magician. Okay, so this again goes with what I was saying before, that even if you're in the background, you're in no way passive. You notice things and you observe people, how they interact, or like you observe the likes and dislikes, and how you kind of see where you match with someone, and then you might join in. So you're not very loud and in the center and taking on a lot of space, for example, especially not when you have some people who you're interested in building a bond with. But in general, with the vibe here, it doesn't seem like you would want to step on other people's toes, right? And especially if you're new in that space, then you're just going to hang back a little bit, learn about other people, and then when you speak up, then you know what you're talking about. So people immediately are charmed by you. This can also be that you have otherworldly resourcefulness or intelligence or skills. You could be into the spiritual practices quite a bit, and they might know about that, and that kind of has changed your mindset in some ways, or that you're a strong manifester. Something like that about you has just caught this person's attention here, and they're like, how do they do this? How are they there but not there? And they have this other information. I just keep hearing other information that they have, and somehow they use that so perfectly, and it's not intrusive for anyone. That seems to be like a priority to this person for some reason. But yeah. Okay, then we have Justice underneath the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so that level-headed, fair judgment. It can be that you measure your words before you speak, so you keep things to yourself, you keep private thoughts private, and it's sort of like if they get a sneak peek into this private world, they're like, what? You don't seem like you have so much going on. But underneath the surface or behind the scenes, you have like so many different thoughts. You're noticing so many different things. You're doing so many things. Yeah, and that is kind of throwing them in a loop a little bit. Not in a bad way. It's just, that's surprising. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles and Justice also, you keep your opinions to yourself unless it is wise to say what you're thinking here. And sometimes, the opinion does not always have to matter, right? So I guess you have a very good idea of when you should speak and when you should not. And it's kind of, you want to see the both sides of the situation before you make any judgment about other people or situations. You just want to know as much as possible via your intuition and all the other resources you have available, so you make an informed choice. This person really thinks about, how you operate. I suppose this is someone close or is just someone observant, really observant here. Now, towards you, this person's thoughts would be that they can't have something stable with you because you might leave and you have your own thing going on and you're happy in your own space and you're kind of withdrawn, so probably you're not interested. Okay? So if you like this person, They would really need some hints here because they're kind of leaving you alone a little bit. Like, wow, that's a very interesting person, and it would be really nice to get to know them, but they're very hard to get to know and hard to reach. And they have a very nice presence and vibe and feels very soothing, but I don't know if I can build a connection here. If you guys have not spoken to each other, but you make like eye contact or something, like you just know of them and you're inquiring about someone like that, then the Two of Wands can be talking about underneath that we have the World. So completing one cycle, one way of being, and then moving on to the next option. So if you've not been talking to each other, then this person can be planning to reach out and make some contact so that they can reach to a more stable or flowing state. But at the moment, they're very disappointed or discouraged that possibly, something cannot happen here. If you have a home and family, and if you have your own worlds going on, then they're kind of like, well, probably can't get too involved in their life, and they're reserved anyway. But let me try, possibly. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of information we got there for you. Quite a lot of thoughts of this person. This person can be like observing you from a distance as well. Okay. So, 5 Horse persons. Hidden thoughts and feelings towards pile 4. With collaboration of souls. Yeah, so to come together, to make contact. That's what that is. It corresponds to the Lover's card, which also talks about big decisions and choices. So if they're not in communication with you, they're kind of probably nervous about coming forward, or to them it feels like a big deal to come forward and talk to you because they don't know how you might see them. We have light in the unexpected, so again, they think that you're very surprising. And perhaps, the place that you do encounter each other is not some place that they would expect a person like you to work or to be. Yeah, okay, why, I don't know. But they feel like you, they feel like you should be somewhere very, I don't know whether, this is especially true if this is not some place that you enjoy. I don't know why I'm getting that thought, honestly. But they're kind of surprised that you exist the way that you are and that you exist. That kind of goes with the whole angel vibe. Like, how can angels incarnate as people? That kind of thing. You bring hope, you bring light. That's why you make people feel very comfortable, and your vibe is just very inviting. We have, what's your honest truth? Okay. Yeah, so this is like wanting to know what's going on inside the head, and what do you think? What do you observe? And so on. Like, what's happening? We want to know your views on things. Interesting. And we have raw intention. This person will come forward at some point to talk to you. But it just depends on you whether you want them or not. Accordingly, you can act closed off or inviting, because this person is wanting to come forward and make some type of communication, or take one more step forward or initiate something here with the raw intention towards more of a union. But they want to know. They're not yet clear what your thoughts are on this matter. So first we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you already have like a home and family, a relationship, then this is kind of discouraging them from coming forward because I don't think they can just promise to stick to only friends or only colleagues or whatever. It looks like because of the whole wanting to know the very depths of your mind and whatnot. Okay, but they do feel like you're protected in your shell, and with the justice that you could already be committed. Okay, then we have good luck. We have change for the better. And if you're not with anyone that's not like applying to you, then with the dog, it's just you are very loyal to the stuff you have, the stuff you have going on, and you don't want outside influences that are going to tamper with that. So either be a constructive addition or please don't bother. That's kind of the vibe. And that itself is so empowering, and you do that in a very nice way. So that the whole combination of all of these things just is surprising. Then we have romances in the air with Rose. Okay, so this person thinks that you are such a good luck charm and that anybody can be into you, anybody can like you, same gender, other gender, friends, more than friends, whatever. You're just a very likable person here, but you're very closed off. When you do talk, then you instigate change, you show a different perspective, you have other views, and you're just very interesting to get to know. Okay, so this person feels very fortunate to have even known you, whether it is from a distance or close by. It's just fine, it's very interesting here. So what is this person's hidden thoughts and feelings towards 5 of Swords, please? And a change for the better. They would totally want to change the current situation as it is. For many of you, I feel like there is no conversation and they're just wondering what you're up to because there's just no contact and they're wanting to make contact. We have dream. Yeah, see that again, that fanciful thing where it's like, wow, this is the dream person and I can't believe such a person exists and I thought they only existed in dreams and imaginations. Things like that, there's something mystical about you, something magical. And you don't meet someone like that, or you don't see someone like that every day. And we have pretend as well. So that can be talking about how you don't, there are multiple messages I'm getting here. One is that they pretend to not look at you, but they're looking at you / observing you. The other is that you belong someplace much better. Again, that's coming through. Don't know why. Yeah, that you should, you have your own world, and yes, that's where you should be. And it's kind of, you're too good to be here. Is that the thing? Is it? I don't know. How is someone supposed to feel about that? Is that good or not? I don't know. This person is saying that in all flattery though, okay? Like you're too amazing. I don't know, yes, so that's really what I'm getting. I don't know if that's true or not. It is someone else's perception, so I can't really change that. Yeah, okay, fine, we'll take it as that. Let's see. So the 12th house, Gemini, and the Sun. Yeah, we're really wanting to initiate contact here, form a bond, a friendship, have communication really going on. They do feel like you're very spiritual and that you can communicate with the other side. Once again, the other side is coming up. So some mystical, magical thing going on here, and that you have a telepathic bond. And a spiritual connection, especially if you know this person, of course, that you have a very strong connection here, that it can flourish for a very long time. And that they really have to deal with their unconscious fears and initiate the conversation here if this person has not come up to you. But a lot of the discouragement is because they are worried that they don't know a lot about your life and a lot of it is in the shadows. You could be a Pisces because this whole operating from behind the scenes is very Piscean there, or at least you adopt that persona in this place wherever you come across this person. Okay, let's get you some guidance. You have stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Okay. Oh yeah, Okay, that means like if you want this person, then you can go ahead and initiate contact. We have you're being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Yeah, there is like increasing stability for you, other things to be doing as well. We have step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. Yeah, so if you've wanted this person and this has just been like a secret kind of will they, won't they type of situation, then just, go for it. Go for it. If you want to make the first move, go for it. Okay. We have a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. This connection can be that creation, what you build together. Yeah? Okay. So whatever decision you have to make here regarding this person is kind of up to you, it seems like. This person has an interest, that's for sure. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the messages resonated and helped you out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.